Important for subject area teachers to provide explicit vocabulary instruction. It often helps to think about the kinds of vocabulary words that are out there. Researchers often distinguish between conversational vocabulary and academic vocabulary. Conversational vocabulary is oral vocabulary. It's the kinds of things that refer to concrete things out there that we discuss on an everyday basis. Academic vocabulary is written vocabulary. It's vocabulary that we learn through schooling, and it's the kind of thing that content area teachers have to teach when they teach their areas, and it tends to be more abstract than conversational vocabulary. Academic vocabulary, really, we can think of as two different kinds as well. There are these words that people have called brick words, and there are words that they've called mortar words. And the brick words are the key concepts in the academic area. So if we were teaching the different kinds of muscles or something like that, there would be skeletal muscles, there would be cardiac muscles, there would be smooth muscles. Those are really the brick vocabulary words when you're thinking about muscles. But there are also these mortar words that you have to know in order to understand the brick words. So if I was talking about muscles, I would need to know words like functions, because those different muscles have different functions. I would need to know the word characteristics, because those muscles have different characteristics. The researchers Isabel Beck and Margaret McCowan have brought all of those notions together when they've talked about word tiers. They talk about 3 different word tiers. And tier 1 are these words that are basic vocabulary words. They're words that occur in oral language, and they tend to be words that most middle school and high school students know the meanings of. They're words like baby and store and bus and car and things like that. And then there are these tier 3 words at the very opposite end. And the tier 3 words are the domain-specific words. Those are the ones that content area teachers want to teach. That's their content. They're things like isotope and peninsula and quadratic and those sorts of words. And then in the middle there are these tier 2 words. And these tier 2 words are academic words, but they cut across the content areas. They're common to all those areas. And they're words like you know, characteristic and analyze and formulate and things like that. Content area teachers, as I said, teach those tier 3 words. That's their content. But if students don't know these tier 2 words that kind of tie the content together, students are going to have difficulty in understanding the content. So that's why it's so important that content area teachers, as well as English language arts teachers, focus on teaching tier 2 and, if necessary, the tier 1 words, so that students will then be able to understand the tier 3 words.